Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 10 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Oro Tolato. Joining me today is Christian Tolato.
Hello, and welcome.
Now, Christian, about 7:30 at night,
Yeah.
subdued,
Very subdued.
just read the official,
Just with the official.
exciting stuff.
Out all day.
Christian, how's your One Piece week been?
Oh my god.
Tell me. Issues?
Let's get into it, alright? A lot of people up in arms.
About what?
A lot of people up in arms about this at the end of this fight.
Yeah, the end of the fight.
A lot of people don't understand what happened.
Right.
Is that Oda's fault? Partially. A lot of people saying a lot of stupid things.
Indeed.
A lot of people putting that cancer out there
Right.
that I don't like. Such cancer as, this is fairy tale level.
Don't say that.
And that just angers me.
Indeed.
It's offensive. Stop. 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 Alright? One Piece week. Lots of discussion.
Yep.
Discussion is good. You're on the King's
Live streams.
live stream, cancer stream.
That was alright. Trying to get my, we got the word across. King's confused as to what happened with a lot of everyone else. Christian, on Sunday we got Oven melting a door.
I want a montage of all the anime characters walking to a door.
Who will it be next this week? We don't know. Christian, what do we have on the docket this week?
Alright, let's get into the goddamn show. Alright?
Yep.
We got chapter 896, One Last Thing. We got How Strong Is Shanks.
Yep.
We got the Power Scale.
Power scale.
We got topic of the show, Volume 88, SBS.
The direct word from Oda himself.
Direct word from people who ask him questions.
Yep.
And the question corner.
Indeed. Now,
So-
Christian, I noticed that the world's worst theory has been absent the last few weeks.
Because we have so much content.
Yeah.
We have all the content that we don't need it.
Alright. So, Christian, let's get into the chapter.
Let's get into it. Let's get into this. Let's get into it.
Christian, chapter title.
One last thing. Not one last request. Very
Yes.
important.
Okay.
The official translation is the best translation. And you should all read it.
Now, Christian, let's get into it. What first, before we go through bit by bit, initial impressions.
Initial impressions. I don't know, yeah, it's an okay chapter.
Yeah, we'll get into the issues that were there. I thought, pretty good. Lot of moving pieces. The conclusion of the long-awaited fight is over.
It is.
Uh,
It's over. It's
we'll
finally
probably-
over.
we'll
We don't have
probably-
to talk about it ever again, apparently.
Well, we're gonna talk about it next week when we're sure it's
The
over.
full, official,
In-depth analysis.
Red Force podcast, call by call, Luffy versus Katakuri fight. It's happening next week.
Now, Christian, what people would say? Well, why aren't you doing it this week? Things might happen next week. We don't know.
Possibility of Katakuri flashback. Possibility.
Right.
I'm not ready to call that there's not going to be a flashback. I'm going to let that go over for a week,
Yep.
and then no flashback. We're doing the call by call Katakuri Luffy showdown. The main attraction of this arc.
Right.
We're gonna break it down. We're gonna tell you why a lot of things make sense.
Play by play.
Play, what Oda was doing with it, breaking it down. That's how we're gonna do it.
Now, Christian, start us off with the first page.
First page. The Big Mom crew start planning out what they're gonna do when Luffy comes out of the mirror.
Right.
And they're also running through the scenario in their own heads. What would
Okay.
they do?
Yeah.
What would they do in this situation?
Capture
Pretty
Brulee.
standard, capture brulee, wait till the timer, pop out of the mirror at the right time.
Yeah.
Pretty standard. We also get the Sanji and Pudding. Sort of closure to that story.
Yeah.
So that story's finished. Sanji and Pudding's story is finished.
Now people are saying that like all these plot points need to have like 3 chapters to close them. Oda
Oda
closes
closes
them real quick.
in 2 pages.
Yeah.
So the whole thing of Sanji Pudding is closed.
Yeah.
For now. Could it come back in a later arc? Maybe. But, Sanji, been a nice guy that he is, he's grateful. He's grateful for what he's got.
Right.
Pudding turned out, alright in the end, in his eyes. It's not like Sanji heard her in a monologue.
Yeah.
So in Sanji's eyes, he's grateful. Pudding realizes that Sanji's, he's a true man. He's not acting.
Yeah.
He's not putting up a front like she had to. She realizes that Sanji is a really good dude. So the one last thing is, Sanji pulls the cigarette out of
Pudding
pulls the cigarette out of Sanji's mouth, and we get a shot of the sky. Now, what was it? Some people say that she wiped his memories.
ridiculous.
We have to stop. This memory theory has to stop.
Now, Christian, in the height of like Pudding mania, when people were saying Pudding's gonna join this crew, I was losing my mind because of her power.
Mhm.
It doesn't work in the story. She
No.
can't continue to be in the story
No.
for much longer.
I really don't want to hear every chapter. What if Pudding changes someone's memory?
Right.
That's annoying.
It's getting a little bit silly.
Right, that's annoying. That's really annoying. I don't want to hear it.
Christian, clearly she went in for the final kiss that we won't see because Oda doesn't roll that way.
No.
Doesn't do that kind of work.
Except when Reiju kisses Luffy
Yeah,
for no reason.
but that wasn't a sexual kiss.
Mm,
It's a functional kiss.
Reiju seemed to enjoy it.
Sanji cannot.
Sanji can't get a win.
Sanji
On
can't
screen.
get W on screen. We know this.
Sanji can't get a win on screen.
Yeah.
Talking of Sanji not getting a win on screen, the hopes of the fight is over.
Dwindling into
It's like-
nothingness.
Back, it's like we're at pretty low chance, 10% maybe, of Sanji getting a fight.
To zero.
Then he's going to Chocolate Town. Oh, back up to 70%
Yeah.
chance of Sanji getting a fight.
Completely packed full of dudes.
Packed full of dudes, snacks there, ovens there. We can maybe get a fight this time.
We're rocketing forward.
Maybe get a Sanji fight.
Yeah.
Maybe he fights Oven in the Mirror World.
Yeah.
After this chapter, it's back down to 10%. We're gonna get a Sanji feat. We're not gonna get a full on fight, which I really want to see.
Christian,
That's disappointing to me.
Oda is going at lightning fast pace at
He is.
900.
He's going at insane speeds for 900.
Time for a Sanji fight? No. Too many people there, correct. And he's already stated, Oda's already told us what he's going to do with Sanji.
He's got a speed blitz in
He's
there.
going to jump in there, take a Luffy, jump
Yeah.
out.
But interesting wrinkle, right? Interesting wrinkle. What's he gonna do with Peckhams?
Christian, everyone's talking about Peckham's and the Sulong form because when he gets out the Mirror
That's right.
World, there'll
That
be a
theory.
moon there.
That's a good theory. We'll get to it when we get to Peckhams.
Okay.
All right. Now it is time for the main event.
Yeah.
The last double page spread of this fight. Now this caused so much controversy, so much confusion,
Mm.
so many different opinions of what happened, what didn't happen.
Yeah.
All right. And we're gonna break it down for you because we have the correct answer.
Give it to him, Christian.
Okay, so they both hit.
Yeah.
They both hit each other. It's not that hard.
Now I was on King's stream, I drew a nice little diagram.
It's not that hard.
Alright. Luffy and Katakuri hit each other both. Now, in my opinion of being a fellow artist,
We've talked about this before, right? What makes a good
we
fight?
talked about this last week. Literally last week, or the week before, whatever.
Two
one it was.
weeks ago.
2
We
weeks ago. This is what I'm talking about. Christian,
Eric's getting triggered already.
impacts unclear, therefore people are confused. This is what I was talking about 2 weeks ago, and I was applauding Oda for his lovely artwork. And now,
He's done with this.
and now, this is undone. Christian, does this sully the fight in any way? No.
Here's the thing.
This
Yes,
is
it does.
this is the effect. This is the effect he was going for, uncertainty of the victor. Here's my problem, right?
Mhm.
About, I don't know, half a double page spread is a square panel of the impact between Luffy and Katakuri, massive wide shot, right? Almost bird's eye view.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Oda chose this shot instead of doing maybe something more dynamic.
Because the hit's already hit.
And I don't know why he chose to not show initial impact and damage. This people are confused because of this page, Christian.
Yeah.
And Oda's job is to make things to deliver his message the way he wants to deliver it.
Unless he intentionally made it unclear.
Now we know Oda's a master of 20 years plus. He knows what he's doing.
He had to do this for a reason.
Yes.
You might not like that reason, but he chose to make it an unclear victory. Now the anime has to make it clear because it's moving.
Yeah, the anime will make it clear, and that's all fine and dandy. But Christian, we'll get to it when we get to the next page.
I think it's okay.
It's okay.
I'm not saying it's great. I think it's okay.
It's not a disaster.
We have to be fair, right?
Yeah.
We called out My Hero Academia for its unclearness. We have to call it out here. It's unclear. I get the intended effect.
Yeah.
But, is it satisfying? See, this goes back to why I was saying last week this isn't my favorite fight.
Yeah.
Because I was saying it. Luffy does not need to beat Katakuri senseless.
Yeah.
He has no real driving factor other than fighting for his own strength.
Indeed.
Which is a fine enough justification.
Mm.
But Katakuri does not deserve to get absolutely destroyed because he's not an opposing villain. He doesn't oppose Luffy's morals.
Right.
So to have Katakuri absolutely get brutalized would be disrespectful to his character. I said this last week. Right? So that's why I said you're not going to see the impact because Oda wants to give Katakuri that last respect.
Yeah, this Oda made this fight as even as he possibly could with Luffy victory.
At the end, I'll give you that.
Yeah. This page is like it's almost equal blow for blow. And they fall down almost at the same time.
They both get their hits in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of controversy here. Our thoughts on the fight, at the end of this fight, it's okay.
Christian,
it's not terrible. And I don't want to hear this is fairy tale level. Because people who say that are hyperbolic. I don't know what they're talking about.
It's ridiculous.
I want to stop the hyperbole.
Right.
I want to stop it. Alright, Luffy did not one-shot Katakuri. This is not a fairy tale level
It was
fight.
an onslaught, an assault.
It was a 15 chapter fight.
Yeah.
And people are going to come in here and say it's a fairy tale level fight.
But Christian, we'll make this clear next week with a full and in-depth analysis blow for blow.
Yes.
The community's confused, and that's always a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It boils down to one panel that confuses everybody.
What's that?
I'm talking about bottom left, Luffy under the spiked mochi or the buzz cut mochi, right?
Yep.
You look at it and you go, Luffy didn't get hit.
No, no. I'm not going to accept that.
And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Nothing in this panel indicates that he got hit, except for the blood coming up the arm from the spiked mochi.
His head is down.
His head is down, but that could be the pose from the punch, in which is shown in the top in the top left. The pose in which he's throwing the arm could indicate the head being down, right?
But you can see the
and then after this, we see the impact of the floor and the crater, right? And we know after this page the floor craters.
Cracks under Luffy.
Right.
Yeah.
This panel,
there's already a crater there. The floor already cratered.
Yes.
And then
if it hit Luffy, why isn't he in the floor? Because we saw the effect of it last week. That's why people are confused. That's why I'm telling you why people are confused. Is it bad? No. It's okay.
I'm saying
it passes.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying with this. It's clear Luffy got hit. Alright? I tell you a key piece of information. Why people think Luffy getting a hit.
Yeah.
The spoilers this week.
Okay.
The spoilers said Luffy dodged the attack. Clearly, Luffy did not dodge the attack. People are complaining spoilers. They had 24 hours to imagine in their mind that Luffy didn't get hit. Right? They had 24 hours to imagine that.
Yeah.
And then they see the panel and they go, Luffy didn't get hit. He clearly did get hit. You can see the blood. His pose is down. If Luffy was in the ground, you can't have this pose. You can't have this
and that's
scene.
why it's breaking people's minds.
You can't have this scene if Luffy's flat on the ground.
This sequence breaks a succession of sequences in people's brains. It doesn't compute properly. And that I get
it's on the fault of the artist.
Yeah, and it's an effect And you know what it looks like to me? If it hit, which it did, it looks like he got hit with a wet towel. That's what it looks like.
Well, Katakuri also looks like he didn't take that much damage.
But he looks like it's a decent hit. His body's
Here's the
reacting.
thing. This is the we don't see the reaction of the hit. We see the aftermath of the hit.
Yes, but his body is
So
reacting.
they're coming back from the hit. See how the fist. You see how fist. Yeah, the fist leaves Katakuri. Luffy's coming back up from getting hit.
Yeah, I know what's happening.
So they both. Yeah. Okay.
Christian, I know what's happening, and you know what's happening.
It's unclear,
because we can read the work, and we know in the succession, and we know from the visual language of what Oda's shown us beforehand that that's what would happen. That panel confuses everyone. That's a problem.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that I'm anywhere near Oda's level.
Yeah.
But what I said last week, I reckon that would have been a better ending.
With what?
With the hole through Katakuri's chest. Would have been clear, would have shown the power of the King Cobra, would have shown that Luffy has the power to puncture through Katakuri's body. Therefore, Katakuri falling over would make more sense in people's minds.
Right.
But Oda didn't want to do that. Oda wanted to give Katakuri the respect.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the respect because, once again, they're not opposing ideologies. They're two men having a fight. It's a fight between men. You need a respectful end.
Indeed.
You don't have a pummeling end to a guy that Luffy respects.
Would a hole in his chest be too disrespectful?
Well, the way I imagine it going down is the hole through his chest, Luffy pulls back, and then we get the Pirate King speech, and then he falls over.
Right.
And then Luffy collapses. 10 minutes later, he gets up, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'll just reiterate. This is clearly, to me, designed in a way to make the fight as even as possible to the very end.
Yeah.
Alright. Now,
at this
enough said.
At this point of the fight, they both fall down.
Yeah. And
I
just want to say quickly, rereading the last chapter and then this chapter in succession, the sequence is
It's clear.
It's not clear. It's better.
It's better.
The 2-week break, I think, makes this worse than what it seems, because people building up in their mind the finisher. But last week was really the finisher, and this is like
the aftermath.
This is the aftermath. That's the way you got to think about it. All right.
Yeah. So they both fall down.
I think that's enough about.
We're not done.
The issues of this singular page.
All right, on to the next page.
Next page.
They both fall down.
Yes.
Luffy falls into a hole, goes out of Gear 4, knocked out.
Yep.
Katakuri falls over, knocked out. Seems to be a draw.
Yeah.
At this stage. Seems to be a draw. And I was very happy.
Now, people out there are being petty that Katakuri collapses 3 panels after Luffy.
Are people aware that it's a comic book and you cannot... there's a sequence of events and the panels are necessarily, time?
Why do you think Oda chose a dark hole? Is that a symbolism in any way, or just for him to come out later? Pulling himself out of the hole.
Yeah, I guess. So they both collapse. It seemed like a draw. I was very happy at this point.
Yep.
I said last week, my personal scenario is a draw.
Okay.
That's what I want to see. I got it, kind of, in this page.
Yeah.
Alright. So, on to the next stuff. Why? We get Montour, we get Big News Morgans.
Talking shit.
I've noticed something with Montour, right? He's so mad all the time. He's always screaming at people. He's always calling people idiots.
Yeah.
What is Montour's problem?
I think Montour is
what's his problem?
excited about his crew and his military force.
Yeah, but he's always even when Big Mom was on the hunger for the first time.
Yeah.
In that scene, he's screaming at people.
Yeah, he's screaming
calling people idiots.
Yeah. So Montour's
a very angry man.
Angry man.
He's a very angry man.
Interesting for Montour. He's talking about the Pirate King coming out of the world.
Yeah. Right, Big News Morgans.
Yeah.
He's going to deliver the scoop.
Big news of Monkey D.
Of course.
This is letting us know that either we'll have a scene of Stacy being like, "Shut your mouth," or we'll get Big News Morgan's just sprouting the news.
Big News is getting the scoop out.
Yeah, and he's got to inflate it even more.
Ooh.
He's gonna make a puff piece for my boy Luffy.
Big news is reporting this to the world.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna know. Incoming Shanks.
The
My
hope.
boy.
The hope of Shanks turning up, Christian. Don't
Incoming Shanks.
don't say these words to me
Incoming
like
Shanks seen in the poster.
is Luffy a great pirate?
Yes.
Well,
After
Christian,
this event, Luffy's a great pirate.
Christian, I've been saying for a while that the next arc after Kata is Shanks.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Albuff, Shanks.
when it's foreshadowed that Shanks will be the next arc after Wano, people are just gonna forget about Wano. Because the Shanks hype,
No one's ready for the God King.
the Shanks hype is like at that point when it happens, going to be a 30-year promise that's going to pay off.
No one is ready
All right.
for Shanks, the God King.
Yep.
And
It's,
in 5 years, I won't even be ready in 5 years.
interesting that Stussy doesn't oppose big news talking about Luffy in the news. Doesn't really give a fuck because she's a part of the government and
Well,
pirates
she
and
can't
whatever.
really give up her
Yeah.
colour. But big news is going to get the scoop.
Yeah.
You know? And then Montdoor, even the Pirate King himself, came out of that mirror.
Silly boy.
There's no chance of him surviving.
No chance, Monto.
Where are you getting this information from?
There's so many people in Chocolate Town. It's silly.
Yeah, but where's he getting this information from?
I don't know. He's just talking shit. Like, people actually think that... people read these panels and they think these, like, characters met them in the
I'm literally
past.
saying everything that is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, and that's not the case. Christian, next page.
You don't want to talk about Roger destroying the whole crew?
Christian, that is so obvious that we don't even need to mention it.
Alright, so, on to the next page.
Yeah.
Capone, showing that he cares for his crew. We came this far, well, we might as well all die together.
Yep.
Capone loves his family. Capone's not that much of a bad guy. Right? He's a little power hungry.
We've been to this before,
You
but
know?
yeah.
Capone showing
Just a little
that he loves
update.
his crew.
Just
a little update.
Just a little update on Capone and what's happening with that.
Surely they have to be extremely close.
Yeah. We'll
Alright,
get...
we'll get to that in the predictions.
Yeah.
Alright. So, the Straw Hats roasting Luffy. At
I
the bottom
don't
of that
know if
page.
they're roasting. They're just considering their options. I mean, like, yeah, Luffy probably wouldn't consider that or consider this.
But he does.
But he does.
I haven't spent that much time with him post time skip, to
Yeah.
be fair. It's been like 2 weeks. So,
And he
Luffy's
never
mature.
really expresses anything other than his stupidity to the crew.
That's true.
So,
I mean, but Luffy's matured. We've seen this
Yeah.
post time skip. The Pedro situation.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just lose it.
Yep.
He gave the captain's orders. Luffy's matured.
Alright.
Alright, now we're back to the mirror world. Luffy gets out of the hole. Luffy's out. We had that 10-minute break. Luffy's Haki's back. Luffy gets up. He's like, what time is it? Where am I?
Remembering what
Where's
Nami
Malay?
said to him, 1 o'clock,
1
Chocolate
o'clock,
Town,
yeah.
etc.
And then Katakuru's just up. Katakuru's just standing there.
Now, Christian, seeing all these live reactions during the week
Mhm.
to
Tremendous.
illegal scans.
That wasn't tremendous.
Support the official
Read the
release.
official release. It's like $3 a month.
People went on an emotional roller coaster in this chapter.
Oh, they did.
They were disappointed that Katakuri was down, and then they were elated that Katakuri was standing up.
They thought they were going to get more fight. And boy, were they wrong.
And Christian, what happens next is interesting. I enjoyed it the first read and continue to enjoy it now.
I enjoyed it.
It cements, it confirms Luffy's resolve.
It confirms my entire theory of this
Oh
arc.
my god, here we go.
It confirms the entire. I'll read you the quote. Will you come back to topple Big Mom?
Yeah.
Why would Katakuri ask that if he doesn't want to leave the crew? Why would he ask that?
So
Topple.
Oda's making it clear, Christian, that
Topple.
we're not doing it right now.
Why? But you can't just make characters say things to get exposition out for
Yes,
the
you
rest of the
can.
story. Katakuri said this for a reason. He said topple.
Yep.
He didn't say defeat. In a
Yeah.
one-on-one duel. He said, "Will you topple Big Mom?" Topple implies a dethroning. Does it not? Topple.
Maybe.
You topple the king. right?
Christian, you think that Katakuri is gonna leave the Big Mom Pirates?
I can't wait till he leaves.
And Christian, let me just like throw this out.
What's that?
That's not happening.
Why?
It's not happening mechanically in the story.
I don't
Alright?
care.
It
About
doesn't.
your mechanics.
It doesn't. It's not
I don't
gonna
care
happen.
about your mechanics.
It's like you think that the bicycle is gonna happen.
I say it's a slim chance of happening. 10% chance.
I say mechanically. See, this is the thing. Kata cannot be killed in Wano because we need all the Yonko emperors. We need all the emperors in the final war fighting each other. You gotta think about these things. It can't just willy nilly happen.
What does it have to do? What does that have to do with Katakuri?
What does it have to do with Katakuri? Katakuri needs to be a part of the Big Mom Pirates for the future of the story.
No.
Yes.
Or no, because Big Mom's still an animal unless the cake changes her.
Yeah.
Either the crew has to change or Katakuri has to leave.
I think the crew will learn a,
I think they're just gonna
Saturday
go on
morning
revenge.
cartoon
No.
lesson.
They're gonna go on a quest for revenge because that's how Big Mom rolls.
Yep.
That's how Perospero rolls. That's how Mondor rolls. Those are pretty high up leaders. They're gonna want blood.
And you know what? Prediction: Katakuri's gonna be like, "No, we're not going after revenge."
What if? So, the only way this works is if the cake via Okama cooking changes Big Mom's emotions / feelings, and she becomes more forgiving and realizes what she's done.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's how that's gonna go. But what I see, and I think is more likely, is Katakuri abandons the Big Mom Pirates. Because I've already explained this before.
Okay. Well,
I had a massive video, I had a massive rant, and half an hour rant on my thoughts on this fight. And all the meaning and all the symbolism.
Just give us a quick synopsis of your theory about what this fight means or what whole cake means.
Okay. This whole fight of Katakuri versus Luffy is Katakuri searching for independence.
Okay.
Right. He wants to remove... Because we see this during the fight.
Yep.
Superficial pride. A warrior cannot fall on his back.
Yeah.
A warrior must not be seen eating.
Mm.
Immoral donuts, that kind of shit.
Okay.
Then, during the fight, Luffy sees his secret shame. Luffy never laughs. Never? Not once. Not once. He's concerned with the fight. And the fight only.
Yeah.
Right? Katakuri begins to respect Luffy over hours of this fight. Gets to respect his determination and his tenacity.
I think the total counts like 8 hours of the fight.
I think it's 11, but anyway, we'll sort that out later.
Yeah.
So, the tenacity of Luffy, the respect they become to have between each other.
Yep.
Then the stab moment, right? Katakuri realizes that all that superficial bullshit is bullshit. He realizes his family doesn't actually like him. They like his superficial, surface level, this man is cool.
Yep.
They don't like him for his weird habits with food. They don't like him for what he truly is. Just a goofy dude. He can't be that way because he holds up the pillar. He holds up Big Mom's crew. He's the cool guy.
Yep.
He's the guy that all the siblings look up to. And he can't be himself. Then he throws away all that bullshit. He takes off the scarf. He takes off the jacket that says Charlotte. The jacket says Charlotte. He rips it off.
Yep.
He rips off his scarf. And he tells his sister to get fucked.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Conquers Haki, knocks him out. Battle between men. Battle between men. Right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Katakuri drops his facade. Drops himself into the collective and becomes an individual.
And you think because of this he's going to leave his family?
Yes. It's clear, I think it's clear, that Katakuri wants to be himself and he can't be himself within the crew.
Right.
And that's what's going to happen. Alright?
So, Christian, you say all these things. What does that actually mean in terms of the story? If Katakuri leaves the pirates.
Cover story.
Yeah, cover story. And what does that mean for Katakuri in the future?
He'll show up one time. All the villains show up.
Yeah.
He's a redeemable villain. He's going to show up again.
Okay.
I don't know. Why do you care? He's going to get... Look, you think in the final war he's going to get a fight with someone? When there's so many people there? He's just gonna be there in one panel. Sick. That's not a good story.
Katakuri is loyal to his family.
Not anymore.
We'll see.
I hope.
I think he is.
I don't
still
think he is.
loyal to his family. He's still
No.
asking about Big Mom.
Yeah, will you topple her?
Yeah.
Big Mom, not Mama. He doesn't say
I don't
Mama.
think he's ever called Big Mom Mama.
I don't know about that. But everyone else calls her Mama.
Yeah.
Will you topple Big Mom? That's all I have to say.
Alright. Well, Christian, you have your own personal theories.
And then Luffy's like, yeah, I'm going to be the Pirate King.
Classic.
Katakuri. Now, the stupidity around this line is immense. But Katakuri says, you sure are seeing far into the future.
Yeah.
Now, people want to say, Luffy actually saw himself as Pirate King. People want to say Katakuri saw him as Pirate King. People want to say Katakuri saw Luffy defeating Big Mom in the future via his future sight.
No, Christian...
He's not Madame Shirley, and that's not how it works. Unless he saw it in a vision while he was knocked out.
It's silly to even, like, think that that's what he meant.
Well, there's people out there, that take things literally.
Yeah. Katakuri, it's basically saying, Luffy, you're sure of yourself.
Yes.
You're confident in your abilities. That's what he's basically saying to Luffy. And this scene, this page, right, is to me, Katakuri's acknowledging Luffy's tenacity and will.
That's right. As the Pirate King.
As the Pirate King. And that's what many people miss when they're thinking about why didn't this fight end the way I wanted it to? What is this section? Why is this happening? Etc. etc. Instead of taking in the moral impact or the emotional impact of what's actually happening on the page.
Can we discuss people's need for a flashback?
Christian,
Can we discuss it?
I don't know what a flashback's gonna do for Katakuri's character.
What's it gonna tell you? What's it gonna tell you? It's gonna tell you nothing.
They want to see hype in the flashback. We understand that Katakuri was bullied, and that's pretty much the theme of the Big One Pirates.
Here's the thing: we know Katakuri's law.
Yeah.
He's the strongest man he's ever lost. We know his law. We also know something happened to his mouth.
What would be more appropriate for his character would be internal monologue. That would be more appropriate for his character rather than a flashback.
But the reason why I like this message so much is it's so subtle.
Yeah.
And it's capped off by Luffy putting the hat over Katakuri's mouth.
Yeah.
Delicious. Respect. This proves my whole point with this fight.
It's a fight between men, respect between men.
Men. Respect.
Yeah.
Katakuri has an issue with his mouth. Confirmed. I think that's a deniable point.
Yeah.
Why do we need a flashback to tell us that when we already know
We already
that?
have seen that. We've already seen that in the flashback.
We had a panel flashback, and I'm going to argue that's not even necessary.
Yeah.
We know what happened. Stop acting like you don't know what happened.
Christian,
you know what happened.
People want to say things, silly things. Like, this doesn't make any sense. The emotional resonance isn't there.
What? I've heard people say
Yeah.
that Katakuri character is inconsistent.
Well, people...
It's called character development.
It's also character nuance. People could have opposing views just like in reality. Not everything's black and white.
You can be a three-dimensional character like Luffy is when he puts the hat over Katakuri's mouth.
Yeah.
He respects Katakuri. Now people are gonna say, "Oh, he's never shown that he respects him. All he's saying is a pirate is a pirate. There's no dirty tricks between two pirates in a duel."
Yeah.
Why can't he also believe that he respects Katakuri?
Well, Luffy never made fun of his mouth.
Yeah,
it was never the opposite.
It's a three-dimensional move.
Yeah.
Why are people acting like you need a signpost and tell the audience literally everything coming out of Luffy's mind?
Now.
I don't think you've ever seen a thought bubble from Luffy.
Yeah.
Literally never.
Unless it's got to do with, like, meat or something.
Unless he's, like, remembering something. You never hear his inner monologue.
Yeah.
Never.
Now, Christian, this is all correct in your understanding of what's on the page?
I think it's undeniable by the gesture
Yeah,
Luffy does at the end.
it's pretty clear that when you connect all the dots, you come up with this conclusion.
The first chapter I saw this, I understood it.
Yeah, we understand what's happening in the story. My issue with this fight is Oda is very good. We all know he's very good. We love this series.
A lot of great fight chapters this arc.
He's not known for his character depth, and he's not known for his subtlety. All right,
I would wholeheartedly disagree
the subtlety
with that sentiment.
is far too subtle in this fight for the general viewers.
Okay, Sky PR. The subtle message of colonialism.
Christian, it is not subtle.
It is subtle.
It's not. He's beating you
No.
over the head with it.
No,
They're
he's
dressed
not.
like Native Americans. It can't get more
He's not coming out there
direct as it is.
He's not coming out there and literally saying, "This is the answer I want you to have about colonialism." He presents both sides and he lets you have it.
Yeah, he presents. He never gives you the answer, but the message is clear. The theme is clear.
The theme and the message is clear.
Yeah.
Right. But he never outrightly states what is the right answer.
Yes.
He wants you to think of the right answer.
And what I'm saying is the themes in Whole Cake are not as clear as Sky PR. Specifically, you mentioned Sky PR.
How many times does Oda have to say that people were bullied?
Evidently, a lot.
How many times?
Because people are very confused of what's happening.
Why do you need another flashback? This is the main problem with Dressrosa. Oh, too many flashbacks. Too many flashbacks. Alright. We don't need the flashbacks now. We don't. We don't need them. It's clear. I think it's clear because I'm actually reading the story.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple.
Christian,
if you're just reading the story for power scaling, you completely miss the emotional beats. Right? I think the ending was emotional. Alright? You want that hype. If you're reading the fight on a power scale terms only, you wanted the final hit to be hype, flashy, extravagant. You know, Luffy coming out on top or Katakuri coming out on top.
Yeah, this ending is more of a somber feel.
This ending is subtle. You don't know what's happening. It's a subtle ending.
Christian, in the genre of shonen manga, subtlety doesn't exist.
Well, Oda's making it exist, and he always has put it in there.
Sure, but this is another level that we appreciate.
I appreciate what he tried to do, but did he execute it exceptionally well? I can't say.
Christian,
I can't say that he did.
this arc to me is clear that what Oda needs to do in the future is literally beat people over the head as to what he wants.
I don't want that, because then there's nothing to talk about.
He needs to beat people over the head with what he means. As you know, put your haki thoughts aside, or whatever that means, because that'll come later. But when he's talking about emotional beats and what like people think, he literally needs to beat people over the head.
It ruins the message
with a bludgeon stick.
It ruins it.
Like it's like what people are asking what Pudding is doing in this chapter blows my mind that they can't figure out what's happening.
Have you ever watched a film? Have you ever watched a film if you don't understand what Pudding's doing?
Clearly,
have you ever watched a film?
Oda goes out of his way to take the cigarette out of Sanji's mouth and cut away with a city panel.
All right,
you can't figure it out.
We're clearly very deep in the soul mines right now. We're very salty, not about the chapter, about the conversation around the chapter.
It's silly
because I'm gonna say it. It's cancerous.
Christian, I'm tired. This arc is good, but I'm tired with the community.
Oda tried to do some. He tried to play us off with the Pudding evil, Pudding good.
Yeah.
A lot of mystery, a lot of we can't trust, a lot of subtlety with this character.
And now suddenly people are going left and right turns, going absolutely crazy. What
this
to
arc
me
is the best arc in the New World.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very good arc for us too. We understand it, but for people who don't, are saying this arc makes no sense. And this is one of the worst arcs in One Piece. And it blows my mind. Oda is trying to be a more mature writer in this. He's trying to say to his audience, I trust you.
I think it's a Pixar situation.
Yeah, he's trying to say to his audience, to the older audience, I trust you that you can figure this out.
Apparently they can't.
And that trust is mishandled.
Apparently they can't figure it out.
He needs to beat people over the head.
Look, I think it's a Pixar effect.
Yeah.
you can't, with the themes of this arc, you can't straight up blatantly say Big Mom beats her children.
Yeah.
It's too dark for the genre.
He goes dark with his flashbacks
Yeah, okay.
and murder and things.
Yeah, but edgy darkness.
Yeah.
Not close to home darkness.
Yeah.
Which
Not
is
real
what
darkness.
Actual kids actually face, childhood abuse.
Yeah.
And maybe he can't really go deep with that or show it straight up. Because, it's hard to talk about when you're drawing a comic for 13-year-olds.
Yeah, Christian,
It's a Pixar effect. And people...
I think this discussion right here is the boiling point of the entire arc over the span of time. And we've arrived
people
here.
want to ignore that the target demographic is 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
People want to ignore it and say, why didn't Oda just draw it? Why didn't Oda just show us the brutality? Because they're ignoring the target demographic.
This isn't Berserk.
This is not Berserk. This is not even JoJo.
Yeah.
Alright? Oda has a target audience. He sticks to that target audience. He gives the older readers a little something in the background.
Christian, I think...
A little bit of subtlety goes a long way.
We're not even old, but...
We're older than 13.
We're young adults, but Christian, this is the thing. This is why I think people are gonna love Wano, because it's just gonna be straight fisticuffs, not real a message involved, and not really a lot of left turns. Which people need the straightforward story, evidently through this arc.
All right. What I appreciate in writing is subtlety.
I appreciate the writing too, but
the subtlety I like. I like subtlety in writing.
Yeah,
because you get to think about the message. If Oda just straight up tells you everything, you can't put your own things together. You don't think about the chapter more deeply because you're already told what it is.
Yeah.
Right? That's not how I want the story to be. Right? I appreciate the subtlety. Can we just move on?
Yes.
Alright? Because we're deep in the salt mines.
We're gonna get out of these salt mines to something more interesting than complaining about the communities not understanding what's going on.
The salt mines.
Let's just finish up this chapter, get into some predictions.
Yes. Alright, so, that moment, Luffy putting the hand in Katakuri's mouth.
Yep.
Fantastic. Fantastic moment. Luffy showing the respect.
Yes.
That Katakuri deserves.
Indeed.
Solidifying the whole point of this fight.
Yeah.
Alright. Luffy walks away. Now we get the introduction of a mysterious man.
Mysteriums.
Mistoms.
Mistoms.
Suspiciously looks like Peckham's.
But he's not... Even Luffy knows it's Peckham's, which is interesting.
Interesting little tidbit here.
Yeah.
He straight up says Pedro's dead.
Yeah.
In the official translation, which you should be reading.
Yeah.
He says Pedro's dead. So, are we ready to call Pedro's dead?
Christian Pedro's dead. I'm tired.
Final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Pedro.
Now he goes... The justification for him helping Luffy again is Pedro sacrificed himself for you. No one has a problem with this, surely.
If you have a problem with this, you gotta understand that Luffy had to get out of the mirror world somehow.
This is fine. I'm fine with this.
It's a fine solution.
No one has... I haven't seen anyone with an issue with this.
I've seen people with issues with it, saying it's an ass pull.
But it's not. It makes sense. Alright? The Mink are very loyal to their own people.
Why do people want everything signposted to them? People are like, where's the foreshadowing with this Peckham's bit?
It's because they think foreshadow is good writing, and it is, occasionally.
It is when it's subtle.
You can't be beaten over the head with everything, but, a little
bit of surprise.
I literally said 10 minutes ago, I want Oda to beat people over the head with information.
I don't want it.
Just so people are, happy.
I don't want it. I don't want it to be that way.
Because we know what's happening all the time, we can predict what's happening in the future, etc, etc.
You know what I want the audience to be for 2018? Just a little bit smarter. A little bit smarter. A little bit more inquisitive. A little bit more understanding.
You gotta give Oda the benefit of the doubt and look at the chapter and read it.
Alright,
so we end with basically Oven being like, come out of the mirror. Ha ha ha. 5 minutes to the 5 minutes until the Straw Hats arrive. Christian, the fleet's there. Sanji's in the chocolate town.
Where's Germa turning up?
Christian, what is this, the 5th week in a row? Germa has to turn up at some point.
I told you they weren't turning up this week.
Here we are.
I told you. I also said we weren't going to get the fight this week,
Yeah,
but I was clearly wrong. And it's okay that I'm wrong, because if I was right,
Christian, this
I don't
arc,
want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want to predict. I don't want to be able to predict what it does.
this
So it's
mark
fine.
my words, this arc will be done by 900 or on 900. We're going at lightning pace.
Ooh, I can't. I don't know about that.
We're going at lightning pace.
I don't want to give absolutes because
Alright.
I'm not sure. I'm legitimately not sure we'll finish on 900. Something hype's going to happen in 900, but will the arc be over? Perhaps. Perhaps not. Who knows?
Christian, pudding's wrapped up. We gotta wrap up the cake. We gotta wrap up escaping. Not much to do.
We got 4 chapters to do it.
We got 4 chapters to do it, which is what Oda showed us this week. Is
doable.
it's plenty.
It's doable.
It's plenty.
But I want a full chapter of Big Mom eating this cake. 'Cause we
Christian,
need payoff.
if Oda cuts the double page spreads, if he cuts the 3 double page spreads a chapter, we can get this done in
You
3
know
hours.
Oda's not going to do
Now,
that.
Christian, 899 is scheduled for break. Oh dear. 900. The week of 900 will be a break. Moving into 900.
That's,
Perfect from Oda. Love it.
That's definitely a shame.
Now, Christian, predictions for next
What?
week. First, give us a rating for this chapter.
No, I'm not giving you a rating this week.
Why not?
I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant about people being extremely harsh
Yeah.
in their perceptions. Alright, we can all agree that, this fight's unclear.
Yeah.
It's unclear. You could be charitable to the man that's giving you 20 years of storytelling
Yeah.
and be like, alright, I understand what's happening. Or you could be extremely uncharitable and say, this is bullshit,
Yeah.
this absolutely makes no sense.
Okay.
Both things are true, kind of, but you can be charitable to the man that's giving you so much entertainment over your lifetime.
Yeah.
Give him a little bit. I'm asking for a little bit of leeway.
Mm.
Just a little bit. What's just a little bit of leeway, a little bit of charity.
Okay.
Or you could be a complete, narcissist and just be like, no, this is shit. This is trash.
Okay.
Up to you. Up to you how you want to live your life. You want to live your life upset at literally everything?
Mm-hmm.
Every movie does this. I watched Thor Ragnarok. Thor gets mystical lightning powers out of nowhere. Are you going to say that's shit?
Christian, it was foreshadowed.
I watched... What did I watch recently?
Christian,
Every single horror movie. Absolute trash.
Christian,
According to these people.
see,
You can be charitable and suspend your disbelief, or you can just be a complete
we're both,
critical, absolute
ladies and gentlemen,
Nazi
well-
about storytelling.
what we're saying is, for us, it's a little bit frustrating because we're both in the art world. I'm an animator. I write scripts. I draw storyboards. I understand framing. We understand signposting.
I understand framing. I
Christian,
understand shit.
we watch horror films every Friday night, and we know what's gonna happen in the first 10 minutes based on all the signposting, what weapons gonna use, etc., etc. We know what the fuck is going on, and it's just a little bit frustrating that people don't understand the message or what is Oda just trying to do.
Also, no. Should we save the whole Katakuri got more hits, therefore Luffy should be down argument for next
Christian,
week?
we'll go more in depth in the fight next week. I just want to calm down. I just want you to calm down just a little bit.
I'm just salty right now.
Yeah.
Because Oda, the man who's giving you so much, right? And a lot of you, guess what? Don't pay for shit.
Now, Christian,
They just read it free. They talk shit. They don't give back. Oda, the man, he's pretty much spent his entire life on this series.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna sit here and just roast him because you didn't like the outcome of the fight.
and he wanted to try something
And he
different.
wanted to try something different. You know how many fights this man's drawn?
Yeah.
Come on. A little bit of charity. That's all I'm asking
Now,
for.
Christian, did I enjoy this chapter? Yes. Alright? Now, I'm a stickler.
You're very much a stickler.
I'm a stickler for combat, clarity, and mechanics of stories.
But I assume you're gonna be charitable.
I'm gonna be charitable. What did I give the last? I'm pretty sure I gave last week 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
This
all
week, 8. 8 out of 10. It's good. That equals great chapter. It's a great chapter. All right.
Because we got a lot of story. We got a
lot of story progression.
Yeah, I can see it.
End of the fight, conclusion, good message, good themes. We're moving at a brisk pace finally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now my turn for my rating. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I'm not saying Oda's not exempt from criticism.
Yeah.
But you can't just roast every single move he does. Just to have a hot take, effectively.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a fair take. Don't have a hot take.
Yeah. Basically, this bottom left panel of Luffy getting hit with a thing and then not actually feeling the impact of that takes a point off for me.
It's probably the worst panel.
That takes a point off for me, alright? So, Christian, that's what we give the chapter. You 7, me 8, whatever.
Alright, let's move on.
Predictions.
I want to move on.
Next week. This is moving on. Predictions. Give me the predictions, Christian. We are going at lightning pace. I'm expecting multiple plot points to be hit.
Please.
Maybe one of them to be wrapped up.
Surely Big Mom has to eat the cake before Luffy comes out of this mirror.
I don't know.
Or Luffy comes out of the mirror at 1 o'clock.
Now it's 5-2. It's 5-2.
Has Capote even seen the island yet?
We don't know.
Time weirdness. It could happen. I assume Big Mom has to eat the cake. Luffy comes out of the mirror, and then we get Big Mom's reaction to Katakuri being defeated.
All in 1 week.
No. That's
I'm
what
talking about chapter 8.
Yeah, I'm just explaining the order of operations I see.
Yeah.
That I think will happen, which who knows will happen. So that is a possibility to me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So my predictions next week, Big Mom eats the cake.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
My prediction next week, German turns up. To assist the Straw Hats to actually land on Chocolate Town. Or get close enough to Chocolate Town.
But here's the issue, right?
Now Sanji can fly, he can get on the ship, whatever.
Exactly.
How do we escape the fleet? Christian German needs to assist in this.
Either German comes in, cuts off Smoothie.
Yeah.
Because all those ships are docked, right? They're all docked ships.
Yeah, they're all sitting there waiting for him.
So I assume German could come in and cut off Smoothie.
Yeah.
And then the Straw Hats sail away.
Now, Christian, could they get Cola on Chocolate Town? Probably. Just Kudo burst out of there, give him a little bit of boost. We understand all their fleets on Chocolate Town. I don't know. Is Sanji sitting on a barrel, Christian?
Yes, but he has to move.
Is the barrel full of cola, perhaps?
Stop.
Alright.
This is like weird level of bad theory territory.
But whatever. We're going to get out. We need German to turn up. I'm pretty sure this week. This is the 5th time in a row I'm saying this.
You've been saying this for 5 weeks.
Eventually I'll be right. Germa will show up.
Mm-hmm.
They'll interact with the crew. Luffy will have some interaction with Pekins and Brule. Right? A little bit, a page or so, them moving towards, them finding the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a page. Then we'll cut to the Straw Hats interacting with Smoothie. Oh no, the Straw Hat's done because Smoothie's going to do something. Germa comes in, saves them. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Then, climax, Big Mom about to eat the cake, end chapter.
That puts us on 9-7.
Yes, right. 9-8, Big Mom eats the cake. 9-9, Sanji and Straw Hats are together, they leave.
And they leave Germa.
I don't know what's going to happen to Germa. Christian, things have to be wrapped up. I don't know.
We still have to get the judge reveal.
I don't even know what's happening with that. What's the deal?
His helmet got knocked off. We still haven't got that.
I'm pretty sure. What was it? German chapter like 8-8.
Ages ago, dude.
875 or something. It's been a while.
They've been missing for at least 10 chapters.
Yeah. So things to happen. It's gonna go real quick. 900 is gonna be probably the dawn of the new era. With Luffy standing in the sunlight. Pedro words.
Although the dawn is not at 1.
Time will pass and the sun will rise. Probably at the end of the chapter.
As they leave.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Chances of Sanji going to fight, as we said, very low again. We've been on this roller coaster the entire time.
Now, what cause you choose to fight?
Christian, we know what a fight is.
Define a fight. 1 chapter is a fight.
If Sanji gets a fight for 1 chapter, that's a fight, and I'm fine with that. But the chances of that are really low.
Yeah.
Like, a page isn't a fight.
It's a skirmish. It's 1 hit.
I imagine a speed blitz will happen, and that's about it.
I mean, if he speed blitzes, but Snacks is not there. He's already speed blitzed Oven. It's not a feat.
Snacks is there.
He's on a ship.
Is he?
Snacks is not there.
Okay.
So,
Alright. I think that's enough with the salt and the rants for now.
So I'm sorry for the salt. It just had all this whole arc. I've been hearing it.
Yeah.
I just had to let it out.
Alright. Christian, what do we have next?
We have How Strong is Shanks?
Christian, how strong is Shanks?
Every week,
Mm-hmm.
we come to the people. Every week.
With the message.
With the message from the Gospel of Shanks.
Yes.
And the question is, how strong is Shanks? Now, of course, the answer every week and throughout time is Shanks is the God King. He is the strongest of the verse.
Indeed.
He is the strongest of the verse.
Yes.
There's no disputing this.
Okay.
But there are people out there who want to just dispute that Shanks is not the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
And this is blasphemy of the highest order. So, today, I come to you with evidence. Because people want to know why Shanks is the strongest. I'm going to tell you why. It's written in the scripture that Shanks, the God King, can low diff Al Qainu with one arm behind his back. It is written in the scripture,
In the holy book.
in the book of Shanks.
Yes.
And I've said, that's why Shanks is the strongest this week.
Christian, what do we have next? I believe it's topic of the show.
Yes.
Now, Christian, we had an SBS in the volume.
Volume 88 SBS, translated via the One Piece Wiki. Now, people want to ask me, well, this isn't an official release. Well, guess what? It's out in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair game.
How do
So-
you know Christian can't read Japanese?
I can't read Japanese.
Oh,
I just confirmed that for you.
okay.
So, here we go.
Give us some of the best ones you got, Christian. What do we
There's a lot of comedy.
what do we learn this week?
Alright, first, let's just start the SBS with the classic stupidity.
Yeah.
Alright? Some guy writes in, as Katakuri says, Ishiro Oda, you will now say, XPS begins.
Yes.
Oda replies, Eee! Why? How do you know that?
Yeah.
Damn it, read the future. I was going to say it. Gulp.
Yeah.
Classic shenanigans.
Just absolute rubbish.
Shenanigans. Alright. We finally get an answer of what Gartru means exactly.
Yes.
I love you. Alright, that's the question we got an answer.
Okay.
Do we need that answer? No.
No.
But this is the caliber of questions we get in the SBS.
Nothing of value.
You're
Most
gonna
of
get
the time.
nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that one time we got Shanks' weapon name,
Yeah.
which is Hive.
Which is Griffin.
I'm not gonna deny. That's the highest. That's the hypest SBS question I don't even know. Alright. You want to hear a stupid question that
Yeah.
got into the SBS?
Okay.
Are Carrot and Wanda's boobs furry? Or are they smooth?
Yes.
Oda replies, I see the whole body is furry.
Yeah, obviously they're drawn furry. What is this dude talking about?
And then he goes, wait a minute, stop it. What are you doing? Get out of here.
Fucking freaks.
Freaks!
Asking questions.
Absolute freaks.
Like,
How did these questions get into the SBS? Alright. Question.
yes.
Smoothie squeezes drinks and they have unimaginable flavor. But, what does it taste like?
Yeah.
Does it taste like bourbon? Does it taste like beer? What does it taste like, Oda? Oda replies, that's right. It tastes like alcohol.
Mm.
So,
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
So, as Oda says,
Yes.
I squeeze a giraffe and beer comes out. I want to gulp that down on a hot day.
It's so
Wha-
silly.
What is even going on
We don't know, Christian.
with the smoothie fruit? Does that even make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, do you want to hear something interesting?
Yeah.
Who was the panda girl with the split mouth that is one of Big Mom's opponents?
Oh, I remember this. It was
Is it
in
Panda
the,
Girl?
in the wedding, yeah.
Yeah, Panda Girl.
Yeah.
Alright, we get confirmation. That's right. She's the 19th daughter of the Charles family, Charles Pori. She has the same father as Minister of Butter, Galette.
Yep.
So she's a twin with Galette.
Okay. There you go.
They look nothing alike.
I mean, she's wearing a panda hat.
But she's got a split mouth. Kind of like Katakuri. Something weird going on there. So Big Mom's fucked up genes.
Yeah.
Gone through the gene pool. You know, that's how it is. Alright. Oda, please tell me what are the ages of Smoothie and Cracker?
Yep.
And Perisparrow and
Oda responds.
you know what they like to eat, what other facts. What
Yeah.
are the facts about the Big Mom Pirates?
Yeah.
Perisparrow is 50 years old,
Okay. Checks out.
333 centimeters tall. So he's over 3 meters tall.
How much was that?
333
It's
centimeters.
a big boy.
Right? Likes candy, obviously.
Yeah.
Dislikes peppermint candy. That's good taste. No one likes peppermint candy.
Mm-hmm.
No one likes that bullshit.
Okay.
Alright? Cracker, he's 45.
Yeah.
300 centimeters tall.
300.
Again.
Okay. Big boy.
Like 3 meters tall.
Yep.
He likes biscuits.
Obviously.
And he hates carbonated drinks because, you know, you don't eat biscuits with carbonated drinks. What are you, some sort of freak?
Okay.
What do you live in middle America? What are you, some sort of freak?
Mm-hmm.
You know? We got Smoothie. How old is Smoothie? She's 35. Pretty young. Didn't expect that one.
Yep.
Alright? How tall is she, Eric? Have a guess.
7 meters.
Have a real guess.
5 meters.
You're close.
Yep.
She is 4.5 meters tall.
Pretty tall.
And she dislikes meat.
Okay. There you go.
So, sorry everyone out there, but she dislikes meat.
Okay.
So what, she's some sort of vegetarian?
I guess.
So Smoothie's the same height as Katakuri, right? In all the promotional shit.
I don't know. But I don't.
In all the promotional shit, they're the same height. In the panels, are the same height. So Katakuri's 4 meters tall.
Okay.
We didn't really speak about how big Katakuri looked in this chapter.
Fucking massive.
Luffy's the size
You
of his
only
boot.
you only really get the actual size of Katakuri in this
When they're really close together.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Luffy's just a normal man. Silly big, these characters.
Alright.
It's just ridiculous how tall these characters are getting in the series.
Some retard ass.
Yeah.
Katakuri's a really likable man, handsome, perfect guy, right? He's modeled after me, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah. But probably not, though. Just roasting some guy.
Yeah. Just weird questions that get into the SBS.
Another question from the same guy.
Yeah.
All Chiffon are really hags. They're definitely modeled after my wife, right, Oda?
Yeah.
Oda's like, yeah, that's right.
So stupid.
Yeah. Alright, more SBS questions.
Anything good, Christian?
Well, you know, there's a lot of trash in the SBS.
Alright.
Some guy explaining what the birthdays of Katakuri and Daifuku are.
Okay.
You know, a whole bunch of number shit.
Yeah.
Oda's just like,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah.
Because people do this now.
Okay.
All right, now a very interesting little tidbit
Okay.
of information.
Give me this.
You know how we got the real world straw hats, where they're from in the real,
Yeah.
if they were from the real world.
Yep.
We get that, and we get their favorite fruits. No, we get their occupation
Yeah. For the supernovas.
for the supernovas.
Okay.
Alright, interesting stuff here. Blackbeard, right?
Yep.
Blackbeard? From Somalia.
Okay.
You know, 'cause
Strange.
that's where pirates are from.
Yep.
And he would be an archaeologist.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Keep that in the back of
A
your mind.
little bit of a hint. Perhaps.
Yeah.
A little bit of a hint. We got Kid. He's from Scotland. Of course he is. He's an angry man.
Yeah.
He's a little angry man that trying to be edgy, trying to get that bounty up. And no one likes him.
He's gonna just get absolutely crushed by Luffy.
Alright, his real world thing, he would be he would be a weapon merchant.
Okay.
Killer. Origins unknown apparently.
Yeah.
Why? Because
Why not?
why not? He's a mysterious man.
Yeah.
He would own a pasta shop because of that gag.
Yeah, he likes pasta. What does
Alright,
the pasta shop mean?
Where's Law from?
Restaurant?
Where's Law from?
I know France.
Germany.
Germany. Okay.
Because he's an edgelord apparently.
Yeah.
All edgelords are from
Germany.
that kind of the world, man.
Yeah.
Edgelords. He would be a doctor, obvious.
Yeah.
Capone, where do you think he's from?
Italy Christian.
Correct. What do you
Yeah.
think he does?
Make shoes.
Correct. He's an Italian cobbler.
Excellent.
Hey, you got my goal, give me the shoe.
Yeah.
You know?
Excellent choice from over there with the cobbler.
Scratchman Apu, where do you think he's from?
I don't fucking care.
I know you don't care, I'm giving you a question.
America.
No, he's from China.
China.
Because the long arm China.
That was an obvious one by me. Dropping
Well,
the
what's
ball.
his occupation?
A musician.
A musician.
Yeah.
A DJ.
There you go.
You call a DJ musician? Come on. He's a DJ. He spins discs.
I was guessing, so.
Alright. Basil Hawkins, where's he from? You're never gonna guess this.
Europe somewhere.
No, Egypt.
Egypt. Okay, that's strange.
What is his
What-
occupation?
Why is he from Egypt?
I have no idea.
I don't know, some kind of fortune teller or something?
Some sort of weird Egyptian stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's from Egypt. What's his occupation?
I don't know what. Tell
You're
me.
never gonna guess. What do you think it is?
Voodoo Man.
No, he's an interior designer.
Oh,
So the man likes his drapes.
okay.
X-Drake, where's he from? The man with orange hair and a white complexion, where's he from?
Scotland.
No, he's from Turkey.
Very, very strange choice from Oda. Okay.
Why is X-Drake from Turkey?
Yeah. That's weird.
Why isn't he from Spain?
Should be from Spain. But, what's his occupation, Christian?
He's a zookeeper.
Yeah. Oh, alright.
And our girl, we get representation here.
Yeah.
Jewelry Bonnie from the land down under.
Australia.
Of course.
Excellent.
She owns a pizza shop.
Which is appropriate.
This just means she's Italian.
Yeah.
She is a wog.
Beautiful.
And that's very close to my heart. Now, did Bonnie go up a couple notches in the supernova ranks for me? Yes.
Yes.
Because of that patriotism.
That's it. That's that. And Christian, she's one of our people, and it explains her temperament.
It really does.
It makes sense. Oda's done a very. He's well researched in the Australian culture.
She is a cob.
Yeah.
She loves her food. She loves her pizza.
She's getting chased down by the coppers.
All the time.
Just can't catch a break.
Where's the roof from? The Mad D Monk.
I don't know, probably some Asian country.
Close. He's from India.
Okay.
What's his You're never gonna guess his occupation.
Uh,
What's his occupation, Eric? Have a guess. Have a guess. Have a pen.
professional soccer player.
No. He is a cabaret club manager.
Ah, very interesting for a Rouge. Christian, now all these random occupations, does archaeologist actually mean anything?
I think it could. I think that's one very interesting piece of information.
I mean, we have to take context into this. It's just, I don't think Capone will have connection to shoes in the story. He's a well-dressed man, we know this. He likes people to be well-dressed, but...
Alright, so, a kind of interesting question here.
Yeah.
Hey Oda, there's something I noticed. Karakuri isn't supposed to be eating in front of people. Yet in volume 36, in the third panel on the third page of chapter 861, he's eating food. Looking closely, he takes a bite. What's going on?
Yeah.
Oda, good job finding that. Laughs.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's not that Katakuri doesn't eat in front of people. He doesn't let other people see him eat. He lets them. Now let me show you. Could you see it? Yeah. He's doing some stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
He's doing some game.
Yeah.
He wasn't born with a split mouth.
Okay.
Actually, his speed, the way, how fast he eats is the cause of his split mouth.
Okay.
I might reveal this in the main story, but I'm still thinking about it.
There you go. Yet to come.
So there we go. We get the.
You just got his backstory as well.
The very deep, very interesting
bro,
backstory.
it's so deep.
It's so deep.
It's gonna reveal everything about Katakuri's
It's gonna tell us
character.
everything, even though we know everything.
Sad times.
Let's not get salty.
Okay, moving on, Christian. Anything else? Do we have anything about Big Mom? No.
Let me just
consult. Good radio right here, ladies and gentlemen. Christian, you're done with the SPS. Any other tidbits, information you want to tell us? Any funny things?
Any funny things? No. That's it.
Okay, Christian. Topic of the show. Done.
SPS done.
Thoughts? Anything? You know, the SPS is always a fun time. You can't expect much of an answer. Now.
Alright. The question to end the SPS is gold.
Okay.
A question for Odachi, what they call Oda.
Yeah.
Does Dojinja rinse? And Oda just says, "Shut up, you bastard." With that terrible question, we're going to end the SPS until the next volume.
There you go.
So Oda loves to roast his audience.
And that will be the topic of the show this week. Christian, I believe the power scale's up next.
It's time. It is time.
Christian, who's going first this week on the power scale? The pattern power scale.
Did I say Paulie first last week?
I don't know.
What did we have last week? We had Rob Lucci. I said Paulie.
Me. The man who sacrificed himself for the Straw Hats. The mink.
Okay.
Of the trees. Mr. Pedro. Christian, we understand his bounty is 380 million or so.
80, 60, something like that.
Yeah. I think it's like 382 or something like that. Fought against Tomago. Very fast. Electro.
He's the speed man, he's Electro man.
No Haki that we know of.
Do we speculate on Sulong form?
We cannot speculate on Sulong form.
So what we're going to do for the power scale with Sulong form is we'll have the character.
And then the Sulong
And then the Sulong
brackets.
form is a different bracket, different power scale.
I thought I might bring the Mink up just to clarify our stance on Minks.
Yes.
Now, let's talk rank.
Let's talk sharp here.
Initial thoughts. I say, Pedro, what do you think?
I'm going to say around high mid.
High mid. Now, what do we have in high mid, Christian?
Yeah, we have, the big man Enero, we have Oars, we have Pika, we have Kiros.
Now, no Armor Haki that we know of.
That's the thing, right?
We know it, and no observation, but we understand he's very fast, finding Tomago, Electro bombs. What do you think? Massive explosion, it topples over Big Mom, blows Perispero's arm off, but it is a suicidal attack.
That's true.
Yes.
So
he fights a lot of goons.
He does fight a lot of goons.
Yeah.
We didn't get enough time with him,
and he's hyped up.
He was a former captain.
Yeah, and captain of the Nox Pirates. Infiltrated Big Mom a few times.
He's a good stealth guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do I put him? This is gonna be maybe. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard because we don't have a lot of.
We don't know much, but I brought him to the table. He's dead, so he's not going to increase in power.
He's not going to increase in power.
He might increase in power in flashback, but we don't know.
It's no Haki, right?
Yeah.
But can we say observation Haki?
But elemental forces with the Electro.
Sure. Sure.
which might subdue
Wait,
their
whoa,
fruit abilities.
whoa.
What?
I don't want to confirm that. We saw Rhodey and BB Blackback
Yeah.
in Zo. Did Rhodey headbutt Luffy, and was that Haki?
I don't think so.
No Haki.
Yes.
Electro though.
Luffy had Haki. There was Electro involved.
Okay, I'm gonna say no Haki.
So people in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. I
Find
don't
evidence of Haki.
believe we've seen the Mink use Haki once in the series.
But surely
Nekomamushi and Inuarashi have it.
But then why won't they teach their subordinates?
Maybe the Mink don't have Haki and it's a trade-off for too long. We don't know.
An Electro?
Yeah, because we haven't seen Haki, and they're a secluded race.
True.
We don't know if they have Haki. Christian, you said high mid.
High mid.
Now he's 100% beating Hody Jones.
Yeah.
Dom and Monet, but you know.
He's got a lot of tricks. He's got a lot of speed.
I think the tricks and the speed and the electro elevate him to high mid. And his overall combat ability, but the high mid is for me a little bit too high, but the mid is too low.
That's the thing. I don't want to disrespect the dead man.
He's I want to be charitable and say high mid. But like real low high mid, like the lowest on his
just scraping by in.
Just scraping by high mid.
Well, do we think how do we think a fight between Pedro and Kiros might go? Think he's got a little more chance?
I think Pedro would win that fight.
You think Pedro would win that fight?
Yeah. Just because it's a brawl, there's no Haki involved. Sword fight as well. He has Electro, Kiros doesn't. He has 2 legs, Kiros doesn't.
That's true. Pedro's very fast. Pedro's speed is very impressive.
And he's got the bombs. Bombs are good.
Bombs, he uses a lot of bombs.
And he's cool.
He's willing to kill himself.
Yeah.
He's willing to go all out. He's willing to go all out.
I think he's around Kiros level. Is that fair?
I think that's fair. Because we haven't really seen a real fight. Like, he fights Tomogo, but how strong...
He kills Tomogo twice.
Yeah, but that's the way
defeats Tomogo twice.
That's the way Tomogo's fruit works.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how...
And the Electro would be effective on Kiros, because he doesn't have, like, leather tights.
That's true. Yeah. I will do it.
But, he can't hit an L.
He can't hit it. Oh, maybe some bullshit with the Electro. Some fucking Oda bullshit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
There you
go.
High mid. Just. High mid just. Christian?
High mid just, yeah.
Tell us what you brought to the table this week.
I said last week, if this fight's over, it's happening.
Christian, are we ranking Luffy?
We are ranking Monkey D.
This is gonna be
Luffy, and
tough.
It's gonna get savage. It's gonna get heated.
Down and dirty.
We're gonna get down and dirty with it. Now,
Christian, before you even start, all right?
Yeah.
He must be in high tier bare minimum.
Yes.
All right.
That's why I put him high tier.
I'm happy with high tier. Now, after this fight, very important. This fight just ended. All right.
That's true.
It's a good signpost. We're gonna put Luffy whole cake or something.
No, we're just gonna put Luffy, but we're just gonna continue to move.
We're just gonna move him. Okay. So
Luffy high tier.
In the bracket with Rayleigh. In the bracket with Mingo and Zava. I'm not gonna talk about fucking Rayleigh here right now. Okay. Snake Man. Impressive.
Look, here's why he gets us the high tier for me. The diversity, the tenacity of all these attacks.
And the stamina.
So many different situations he can pull something out.
The brutality and stamina in which he survived this fight is massive.
Massive stamina feat. Massive strength feat.
Let's go through some feats of Luffy. Strongest strength feat, the King Kong gun. I've said it before. Whitebeard level attack. Silly.
Whitebeard level attack.
This is a silly attack.
Whitebeard level attack. It's massive.
When he's Pirate King, he will be spamming these King Kongs.
Yes.
Theoretically, unless he doesn't have something, blah, blah, blah. Speed. Real fast.
Very fast. Snake Man, attack speed.
Speed blitzes the speed demon himself, the sky demon Mingo.
Speed blitzes him.
And crazy. Snake Man, even faster.
Attacks even faster.
We don't
know how fast moving speed is.
Okay.
Well, we can't say that.
Yeah.
Alright. Haki on board, and very good observation, Haki now.
Yeah.
Very good observation, Haki.
Now, drawbacks. Gear 4 still has this painful drawback, but improved in this arc.
Very much improved. Now,
Yes.
people want to say this has always been the case.
No.
That's
Clearly
interesting.
not.
That's interesting. That's interesting. But
The stamina he has after Gear 4 runs out has increased.
yes.
That's a fact.
Yes. The more you use something, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Simple. He's got lots of power, he's got lots of speed, he's got lots of durability. What's the
He's working things out, he's understanding his haki, he's getting more developed.
If you go into a fight with Luffy, you're gonna be there for 11 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't see why we can't put him in the high tier
High tier
with Mingo.
is good.
I think after whole Gate Island, there's no question he beats Mingo.
Now, Christian, I imagine he's going to stay in high tier for a very long time.
Yes.
It's going to take a lot for him
It's
to
gonna
move
take a lot for him to move up.
to high.
But that's what it requires to move into high. We've got crazy fucks.
We got
in there.
Sengoku, Garp, Alkainu,
Yeah.
and Mihawk in the high tier.
That is a tall order.
Now, Christian, I don't want to get into like specifics of what we thought before this fight, but where would you put him before this fight? Just a little taste for the people. Would it be shaky high tier?
It would be shaky high tier.
Yeah. Now he's
But
planted
he's
himself.
smashed. I reckon he smashed it.
Unclear high tier before, cemented high tier now.
He cemented himself in the high tier.
Yeah.
With this fight, with all the things he's shown.
It's clear we can
It's
put him in
clear.
the high tier.
It's clear. It's high tier.
Alright.
There's no argument there. Alright?
There might be argument for other characters in the high tier, but
Luffy versus Doflamingo V2.
yeah.
I say Luffy wins that fight now.
Okay.
He's
That's
got
fair.
better observation, he's got better stamina. He knows Mingo's tricks. He knows what's up.
He wouldn't have any trouble with the awakened strings anymore with that advanced observation hierarchy.
Mingo wouldn't be able to stall him out.
Yep.
So I say
Done deal, high tier.
high tier.
Alright, Christian, good power scale this week. Another addition to the power scale. We're getting a nice list here.
We are.
Of
We've got a very
characters.
nice list. We've hit the second line on high mid tier
Yes.
with Pedro. So I don't know where the fuck we're going to be this week. We could be in this corner.
No, we're just gonna be slightly smaller.
Slightly smaller.
Until we eventually don't
Fit on the page.
fit on the page.
Which are we ever going to fill Gaimon and trash tier?
Yeah, we'll do it. Christian.
We'll fit like right here somewhere.
So we
eventually.
could put Pedro, high low, Luffy,
Well,
high
sorry, yeah.
Pedro, high mid,
High mid.
Luffy, high.
Yes.
Done.
Done. Alright. Now for this favourite segment, the question corner.
Christian, the question corner.
Let me find these questions. It's the last pages of it.
Yes.
The question corner.
People giving us questions. You can write the questions in the comments section. You can find us on YouTube, Christian.
You can find us on
At
YouTube.
the Red Drop
You're
Word
already
Force
watching us on
podcast.
YouTube,
Yes.
so I don't know why you're saying
Christian,
this.
I'm saying this because
People are already watching it.
podcasts on podcast SoundCloud should be up next week.
You keep on saying this every week.
I'm gonna
What's
get it
going
done.
on?
It's gonna happen.
Tell the people what's going on.
Well, Christian, there's subscriptions involved. I'm looking at options. We tried to do it on our website. Technical issues galore. RSS feeds. I'm not going to bore you with the details.
It's a nightmare.
It's going to have to come out of my pocket for a monthly subscription to SoundCloud so we can put this to the people. That's what's going to have to happen. Okay? Moving on to the question corner. Give us the word of the people this week.
Andre Villa is back.
A fan? We
Fan of the
appreciate
show.
it.
Fan of the
Appreciate your involvement in the show. Keep the questions coming.
Let's start. Alright. On to video ago, as always. Thank you. Thanks for discussing Zoro vs. Mihawk / Shiryu.
Yes.
I also want to see Zoro vs. Mihawk,
Yes.
then Shiryu. But I feel Shiryu would kill off Mihawk, but I see Christian's point of winning with dishonor if it's his character.
Sure.
Thanks. Alright, we can have discussions here. We don't have to
Indeed.
get nasty about it.
Yeah.
You know? We can agree, we can disagree. Alright. I have two discussion suggestions this week.
Here we go.
And I've put in both because they're both very controversial. And one of them,
Yes.
I know Eric's not gonna like.
Here we go.
The first one is somewhat controversial. I wholeheartedly believe that if Zoro versus Luffy were to happen in the future arc, people would be surprised with the outcome. Now, I'm not going to read any further and say this man's probably a Zoro fanboy.
Sure.
I mean, he found us through Zoro fanboy.
Yes. It's safe to assume so.
This guy's a Zoro fanboy.
Does he give us the result? Does he give us context for the
Yes. Right.
for the question?
I'll continue.
Yes.
I think it would be a draw. Thoughts on that one right now. Thoughts on that right now. I want to get your thoughts before I give you the evidence.
Okay.
What's your thoughts?
Absolutely not. Luffy has Zoro covered every day of the week. Would it be easy? No. But
High diff fight.
high diff fight, Luffy wins. Christian, I don't get animated much, but this is one of my pet peeves.
The second question's got
This is one of my pet peeves in the story. Luffy is the captain of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, he is the strongest character on the ship. Narratively, Christian, I talk about mechanics and narrative structure all the bloody time.
So in closing, you don't like it.
In closing, you can't
agree.
You can't give Zoro all these power-ups in your mind of what we have not seen.
Let me give you the evidence. Alright, let me give you the evidence. I have this feeling because Oda's always written it this way. That it always seems close in the same power level. We just haven't seen Zoro go all out.
It's subjective. Like Zoro never.
Let me finish. And at the end of the series, he'll be the number one swordsman.
Yes.
E.g., the second strongest character. Now I assume this man thinks Mihawk's on Emperor tier.
Now I think there's a disconnect in his statement right here.
What's that?
He thinks Zoro will be the second strongest man in the verse because he's the world's strongest swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
But he also thinks Shiryu is going to beat Mihawk.
Well, that was last week's question. This is not this week's question.
See, Christian, is this the first question? Firstly,
yes.
This is the first question. Okay.
Yes.
Now, when we talk about Zoro in the story, he is the second strongest on the ship, no doubt about it.
Yes, he is.
All right?
He is the second strongest.
No doubt about it. Second strongest on the ship as of the Straw Hats right now.
I've heard you talk a lot of shit about Jinbei.
Jinbei is not on the ship yet. He's close. All right. Jinbei's the only one that's blocking Yonko attacks. That's all I'm saying.
Emperor attacks.
He's doing damage to Emperors and blocking. He's pushing back Emperors.
I was gonna say
and blocking
he's not doing any
attacks
damage.
with Haki. Okay. He's an old man, Alkeinu, etc., etc., etc. Okay. That aside, Zoro's the second strongest. All right, we can all agree.
Yeah,
Zoro's a strong man, a buff boy.
I'll give you that.
All
Zoro
right?
is the second strongest on the crew.
Zoro's second strongest on the crew, a buff man, a big boy. All right, we understand.
Yes,
he's very strong. There's a clear and distinct level between Pirate King and World's Strongest Swordsman.
Okay,
that needs to be addressed.
Okay, people say Roger had a sword.
Sure.
What do you think about that,
Christian? When Luffy is Pirate King, he will be on the highest tier. You
can't put him on the Shanks God tier. There's only one spot available for the Shanks God tier.
He will be on the highest tier. He will be on the Shanks God tier.
I can't hear this blasphemy.
Because, Christian, he'll be on the tier. I'm not saying he'll be stronger than Shanks.
You can't.
I'm saying he'll be on the tier. Pupil to Shanks, has the straw hat, and...
How can you ascend to God King status?
You become the Pirate King. You become the God King.
That's crazy. That means you're gonna put Roger on the same tier.
No, we haven't power scaled Roger yet. You can't say this. Anyway, that aside, all right.
Enough of that tangent.
Zoro's gonna be on top tier, sure, all right, but the gap is always gonna be there.
Luffy has to be the strongest.
Now he says that
it'll be a draw. He's not saying Zoro's stronger.
It will not be a draw. Luffy will win the fight. All right,
but let's do a power scale.
In my mind, I don't want to power scale Zoro at the moment because we don't know fucking anything post.
All right, let's just go what we've seen.
This is my issue with narrative structure. This is the same argument that
no, this is not a narrative structure question.
This is what boils down.
This is not a narrative.
Christian,
no,
let me finish. This is what it is. This is Sanji fanboys trying to justify Sanji's position on the crew, comparing Zoro to Sanji. But it's the same thing in regards to Zoro to Luffy.
Zoro fanboys.
Zoro fanboys talking about the next tier up on Luffy. Alright?
Okay.
They say, Sanji fanboys say, Sanji always fights the third strongest because he has an easier time than Zoro. Therefore, they're even, alright? Bullshit. Fucking nonsense.
Okay.
Okay? Zoro fights the second strongest all the time. Luffy, all out brawl, multiple page arcs. Multiple page fights, multiple chapter fights all the bloody time. Right? Don't give me this rubbish that you think Zoro is stronger or even. They're not. Also, you cannot power scale Zoro anywhere near to Luffy because we have not seen Zoro do anything. Alright? He could be... His maximum capacity could be the Pika Slash, the Tentenkai. That could be his maximum capacity. We don't know. I don't want to hear that you think Zoro...
That's very controversial.
Now, in my mind, how would this fight play out? Christian, do you want to... Just for a few minutes.
Wait, one second, right?
Yeah.
Let me bring up something that I thought about. Right?
Yeah.
What happened to Whiskey Peak? There was a trap, there was a fight between Luffy and Zoro.
No, Christian, tell us what happened.
Nothing happened, and it was a draw.
Oh.
So a draw did happen.
A draw did happen, Christian. But was that a fight?
It was a whole chapter.
Now, how did Luffy deal with Zoro's swords, Christian?
He used his sandals.
Oh. Without Haki. Christian, Zoro has swords, Luffy has a problem with swords. Okay.
That's a weakness with pointy weapons.
Has Zoro ever...
As we saw with Cracker.
Yeah, has Zoro ever come into contact with such brutal blunt force before? No. No, we know he can take damage. We're going to be here for 1,000 years.
For another hour.
Alright? Bottom line, Luffy's the captain, Zoro's a second-hand man. That's how it is. That's how you power scale it. Your thoughts?
I will always say Luffy is stronger than Zoro.
Yes.
That's the way I see it.
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying Luffy's stronger.
I'm sorry, man. I'm always going to say Luffy's always stronger than Zoro.
Yeah.
Now, is the gap astronomical?
No.
It's not astronomical.
But there is a gap.
But there is a gap. And you can't ignore that gap. Because we've seen Gear 4. We've seen the crazy
Zoro doesn't
amount
even
of shit.
have conquerors yet. Alright? Relax.
But, a fair question to ask.
Yeah.
Got Eric riled up. I knew it would.
Ooh, I hate these questions.
I knew it would rile him up. 100%.
Christian, if you give me the next question, and it might give me even...
Next question is a little more subdued.
Okay.
In Wano, people will die for sure.
Okay.
Alright?
Yep. Who?
I'm thinking Kata. I'm thinking Shanks. I'm thinking more. And then maybe even Luffy. Now, I'm not sure if this question's a serious question.
I've read this question. He continues. Did you get the rest of it?
Yeah, Blackbeard shows up.
He goes on to say Lord's going to sacrifice himself to revive Luffy.
Yeah. I was getting to that part.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted you to get your initial reaction, and then you ruined the show. Are you not playing along?
Never talk about Shanks dying. Alright? Unless I talk about it. Shanks dying is blasphemy and can never be talked about. Second of all, I've explained this multiple times.
Wait. I want your initial thoughts on Kaido, Shanks, Law, and Luffy dying.
Alright, this is it. This is what's gonna happen.
What's your initial thoughts on this?
Any of those characters will not die.
Okay.
Who will die? Unimportant, inconsequential characters like Pedro. Okay. Characters that don't matter to the series at all.
In the long run.
Yes. Those characters will die, sure.
Okay. Next pilot question.
Yeah.
Luffy will die against Kaido and Law will revive him, sacrificing his life. Using the immortality technique.
Mm-hmm.
Not guaranteeing Luffy immortality because Luffy's already dead.
No.
It'll bring it back to life, but it won't give him immortality.
Law will not die, he's far too popular. Last time Oda killed someone that was extraordinarily popular, he paid for it heavily in Ace.
How did he pay for it?
Christian, the volume of the sales, the sale volumes, the volume after Ace died, were awful.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He paid for it heavily when he killed Ace.
I'm not really sure why Law would sacrifice his own life.
Also, it doesn't make sense narratively. Alright, sure, maybe, but we don't know Law's goals. after he killed Mingo, he got
Well,
what he
Law doesn't have
wanted.
any goals right now.
So it's
I don't know why.
Christian. Is it possible? But like, it's so.
It's possible. It's possible. I'm not gonna
Al-
say it's not possible.
Also, a hot take: Kata will not die. Thoughts?
That's your hot take. That's a hot take for a reason because a lot of people think Kai's gonna die.
Christian, I think I've already stated
You
this.
say this
this
three
podcast.
times this episode.
Yes. Final arc. We need all the Yonko emperors. I keep on saying Yonko. I don't know what it means.
I don't know what
We keep on saying the 4 emperors will be in the final arc fighting each other because that is what will happen.
Okay.
With the Reverie and the Admirals, and it'll be a nice end war of epic proportions that everyone wants to see hype. That's my thoughts on Wano. And death is a thing in One Piece that's interesting. People want apparently bloodthirsty for main characters.
A lot of people are very bloodthirsty.
They want to see death. We've already had 2 deaths in this arc, and the Sunny's getting fucked. I think
People are
that's
very
enough.
bloodthirsty.
And Luffy's half dead.
Alright, so final thoughts on that question. I don't see that many people dying. I see someone dying.
No.
Someone
that's not important.
Someone dying. Maybe Kinemon dies. He's been on the crew for
Nekomamushi, Inuarashi, all up for grabs.
Yeah, those characters. I don't see Law. Law's way too popular.
No supernovas, no straw hats. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Anyone else is pretty much up for grabs. Shanks, no.
Yeah.
I don't know how Shanks get on Wano anyway. Like, why?
He
is
shows
Shanks
up
there?
at the end.
I love Shanks.
I love the Shanks to turn up.
Yeah.
Alright, so moving on.
Appreciate the question.
A good mate, Return the Slab is back.
Yes.
With a question. I was legitimately concerned you were going to put Rob Luch in the same tier as Rayleigh when you started getting hyped.
Yeah.
However, I'd probably put CP0 Rob at the top of the low tier. Or the low high tier.
Yes.
But I can respect wanting to wait to see actual feats.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he is at least as strong as a pre-Devil Fruit Zabo.
That's reasonable. Reasonable.
And Paul is a good fit, showing love for the low tier.
Yeah.
Alright, now on to the question. If you could ask Oda one question, what would it be? Would you want to avoid spoilers? Or would you want him to clarify a few things? My one question to Oda.
Now, Christian, this is a lot like the scene in Shabondi with Rayleigh in the bar. Do you want the journey or do you want the answers?
Here's the thing. I definitely want one mystery cleared up.
Yes.
What was at the end of Thriller Bark?
That thing.
That
in the shadows.
thing in the shadows.
Mm.
Now, people say it's Zo. Could be Zo. But not entirely, because one of the pillars has eyes on it.
Yes.
Which would effectively be a leg. So, it could be Zo, could not be Zo. Who knows what that is?
My one question. Will Luffy's base form physique improve
to
over
Garp
time
levels.
to Garp levels? I want to see Buff Boy Luffy. I want to see facial hair. You know what I said, Oda? Sketch me. This is what my request would be.
Sketch me buff.
Sketch me
Luffy.
endgame based Luffy. I'm not talking gears or anything. I just want sketch me base form Pirate King Luffy. That's what I want to see.
Okay, we've already seen that.
No, we haven't.
It's all the cover of
We've seen
2.
promotional images and whatever.
Okay.
All right. Or I want to see final chapter base form Luffy. That's what I want to see.
Now here's I bet Return the Slab expected us to say we want to know how strong Shanks is.
Christian.
And now if we found out that answer, it would be like the Ark of the Covenant. Your face just melts off. You could never be ready for how strong Shanks is.
Yes.
You could never be ready for that hype. So I wouldn't ask that question.
Christian,
because you could not be ready.
As I said,
hype.
literally 2 minutes ago, It's like the bar scene in Shabondi. About the journey, ladies and gentlemen.
We have to go on the journey to find out how strong Shanks is.
Now, Christian,
some might say that's the One Piece. The One Piece is knowing how strong Shanks is.
Yeah, definitely.
That's definitely what it is.
Indeed. Now,
Of course, Shanks is the strongest and he's the god king.
Question corner, my favorite section.
Right in?
We get spicy questions.
We are getting very.
We're getting spicy questions that I enjoy.
That first question from Andre really fucking fired you up.
It's my pet peeve talking about Zoro being stronger than Luffy. It's silly. It's like, people, hold your horses and give me some feats. Now.
You know I say the same thing about Rayleigh, right?
Christian, you didn't read the hashtag again.
I don't see any. That's
not gonna work.
I don't see any. I copied and pasted this question. I didn't see anything about Rayleigh being,
Sure.
for the high tier. I don't know what that hashtag even is.
Christian, we end this podcast, episode 10 in the chamber. 10 episodes in the chamber, technically 11, but this is the 10th episode.
Is it?
Yes. Okay. You didn't change the number on the doc.
I was gonna say I was gonna interrupt you at the start. I'm pretty sure it's number 9.
What an episode. Alright, we're getting spicy, we're getting salty. But we are ending the climax of Whole Cake. We trust in Oda.
We go into the reverie.
We go into the post-arc.
Post-arc Whole Cake Island hype. Guaranteed 100%
pure hype.
Pure
also,
hype.
Hydruden arc could give some secret hype.
Above hype?
Yeah. Alright,
Dory
Christian.
Bogey? Here's
Christian.
what I have to say to you.
Yes.
I'm hearing rumblings on the internet.
Yeah.
That rarely is supposed to be for high tier, right? I'm hearing rumblings. People, mount the evidence. Come to me with the evidence. A hashtag is not going to convince me.
Right.
You're going to come with the evidence. You come with the evidence, I'll reconsider. But until then, Rayleigh stays. That's where he stays.
Christian, a good episode this week.
Got a little salty there.
A little bit salty.
I'm gonna be too real.
We want to keep it positive.
We try to keep it positive.
But
sometimes you gotta put people on blast.
We get upset about Old Jackson forums and certain streams.
It's not even the Old Jackson sort of forums. Right? I'm gonna be honest. It's YouTube people.
Yeah.
Just losing their minds.
Okay. And they control the narrative, the impression
of
the youth.
They do. They control. Their negativity impacts the community at large.
And sully the series as a whole.
I don't want this to be misconstrued. I'm not saying you can't be critical.
Yeah.
You can be critical, but saying things are trash is not very useful information for anyone.
Christian,
there's no nuance there. There's no nuance.
Before you pop,
I'm not gonna get salty again. I'm not gonna go another half an hour of salty rant.
Before you pop a blood vessel, let's end the show. Where can people find you and your work? And
find me on Twitter, C_Tolato.
Yes. Find my work,
Shadow Soul, at TolatoComics.com.
Yep.
That's where you can find me.
You can find me at Eric Tolato on Twitter. You can email the show at the Red Force Podcast at gmail.com.
Write in the comments down below.
Write in the comments. Ask us questions. Get me upset. Ask Christian. Prove Christian wrong about Rayleigh.
Bring the evidence. Where's the evidence?
Christian, ladies and gentlemen, like the video.
Share the video.
Share the video. Subscribe to the channel.
Surely I get an exposed video at some point.
Shortly look for the podcast on various podcast applications and such.
Surely at some point someone does an exposed video on me.
Sure. Christian's getting spicy. Now, I've been on a few streams lately, probably going to jump in and out of King of Lightning streams, blah, blah, blah.
You don't want me on those streams.
Now, the reason why Christian
want me on those streams.
Doesn't get on the stream because he'll peek the mic like he does on this show.
Have I peeked it this week?
Yes, twice.
When
you're screaming a little bit. Now, he's not on the shows because he's a very passionate man and he's going to get into a fight.
I probably will get into a fight. I'm not going to lie there.
Alright, Christian. Shanks is the God King. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Shanks is the God King.